Can you imagine being born at the right place and at the right time? In a world where equality reigns, fairness is the guiding principle of life, and kindness emanates from nature. But not all worlds are born equal. This is the story of South African Khaya and 1.1 billion people suffering from urban disparity worldwide. Over 4 billion people today reside in cities. Fast forward to 2050, and 2/3 of the world's population will be joining the hustle and bustle of dense urban life. Out of these 4 billion urban dwellers, just under 1 in 3 are living in informal settings. These are residential areas that have emerged without formal planning. They lack both infrastructure and legal recognition. These areas represent a creative chaos, with residents full of life and cultural spirit, who have little to nothing and rely on each other for support. I am making this video under a proper roof, and you are likely to watch it under one too. But some are not so lucky. Many live in so-called informal townships, aka slums, ghettos, or squatter settlements, as they call them in South Africa. We call this issue urban disparity, and I am here to shed light on it, for it has lingered in the shadows for far too long. Khaya's life story goes way back, gaining prominence during the notorious Age of Discovery, also known as the Age of Colonialism. In the name of curiosity and exploration, European nations set sail to expand their empires. Starting in the 1880s, they began asserting control over African nations. Driven by self-interest and desire for valuable natural resources, they established colonies and paved the way for apartheid, slavery, income and wealth inequality, all in the pursuit of political and economic growth. What I am trying to convey here is that the formation of informal settlements is not solely a result of rapid population growth or mass immigration for job seeking. It is also intricately tied to the dark history of each nation. Now, this has not only created a race divide, but also caused a greater gap between the rich and the poor. Let's consider the township Nomzamo and the beachside settlement Strand as an example. These two settlements, although a few meters apart, exhibit significant differences. One of the most notable contrasts is in ethnicity. Strand is 83% white, while Nomzamo is 92% black. Piped water availability is another major distinction, with Strand having 92.9% and Nomzamo only 48.8%. Additionally, Nomzamo is approximately 6 times denser than Strand. The disparities continue, and in slums, the population density can reach 300,000 per square kilometer, which is more than 3 times higher than the average density in a typical city. The absence of order breeds chaos, and within this chaos, crime, violence, safety, and health issues take center stage, making life very difficult, if not impossible, to women and men alike. The crime rates are way higher compared to other areas due to factors like poverty, lack of education, unemployment, poor infrastructure, and limited to no law enforcement. For example, the inadequate lighting at night and the lack of nearby restrooms and shacks pose a significant threat to women, making them vulnerable to sexual assault. That is only one struggle out of hundreds. The Tears Foundation and the MRC stated, 50% of South Africa's children will be abused before the age of 18. You, me, and the collective we have the power to change, to impact, and to break the cycle of pain for Khaya and many others. So let's open our eyes and help in the smallest ways we can, whether it's a more hands-on or thoughtful approach. We were fortunate enough to be born in the right place at the right time. Our education and knowledge are power. It is up to you, me, and the collective we to pay it forward.